What's up, friends? Today we have a little bonus session for this program. I've been feeling like I could really use some extra release, some myofascial release in my muscles. And if I'm feeling that way, we've been doing the same workouts, so you might be feeling that way too. So we're gonna do one of my favorite things today, and I'll say before we get started, this is probably going to be a fairly long practice. So if you desire to just break it up into different muscle groups and come back to it over time, that's totally fine. This is a choose your own adventure. But we're going to work through all of the different muscle groups of the legs. And gosh, I probably should have done this before I started talking. You get the real deal here, folks. Yeah. All right. And now we're grounded. Okay, so we're going to go through all of the muscles of the legs. We're going to foam roll, and one by one, or muscle group by muscle group, we are going to talk to the emotions and energy behind the muscles while we foam roll, and then we're also going to stretch. So I have a timer set up here because just a little nerd in me wants to say that we need time. Our body, our fascia needs time under pressure in order for our brain to fully and sufficiently fire the message that it's time to release. And so we're going to be spending a couple minutes in each space, in each area. So going into this, I'll continue to remind you and myself as we go, but go into this patient and slow, and 20% slower than that. And that's all I'm going to say. We're going to get started with our calves, getting into the heart of the matter to start. So I should have said this already, but I feel like it's pretty obvious since I've been touching this and talking about it. You'll need a foam roller for this practice. There are some things that I guess you could substitute if you get creative. The internet probably is very creative, but ideally a foam roller doesn't have to be this long. One of the short ones is great as well. And so we're going to start on the calves. And so the calf muscles, there's two muscles that run up the back of your lower leg that connects to the Achilles, connects to the knee at the top. And it's also shaped, which I think this is really interesting. It's shaped like a heart with two long lobes. So getting your leg onto your foam roller and feeling into those muscles. So there's a muscle on the outside and the inside, and they're big guys. So they kind of like bump up against each other a little bit. And find a place that feels good, and it might feel helpful to cross your left foot over your right to add a little extra pressure, and then just simply begin to start rolling around the calf muscles. And so a big thing here with all foam rolling is that, of course, we don't want to roll the bones. So only you know where you are in your body. And going in gently, we're not trying to get anywhere. And as you begin to find sensational spots, breathe into those sensations. Entering in with the muscles that we use to take steps forward, to propel forward. And if you're like me, and have been taking a lot of steps forward, there's a lot of conversation in these calves. Whew. And don't be afraid to make some noise. with your exhales. This is like a visceral conversation with the body. So allow sounds to come out and imagine that the sounds that are coming out are literally your calf muscles voicing themselves. Rolling up and down, and again, if you find a sticky spot, hang out there and just rock back and forth a little bit, or maybe even just stay steady with pressure. Just like strength training is a great way to practice challenge, foam rolling is as well, in just a different way. It's like slightly masochistic, but it's so good. Sending big breath into the sensational points. So our calf muscles are also the muscles that pump all of the blood that has gone through our whole body down to our feet. The calf muscles are the ones that pump that blood against gravity all the way back up to the heart. And I just think that is so fascinating. They work hard. We're going to be here for about 1 more minute. Meeting the sensation and letting your body know you're safe. That it's okay to let go. Amazing. We could go longer, but we got a whole leg to get to. So we're just going to simply go to the other side. So finding your left calf on the foam roller somewhere that feels like a good place to start, that's not on a bone. And then cross your right ankle over your left, and we will do the same thing on this side. And for me, what I just noticed is that my left foot was super flexed and kind of armoring up against anything getting in, which makes sense. The left side is the receiving side, and I have been working on getting better at receiving, but that's very telling. For me and my body and my experience. Taking the steps forward that I have been taking, I've been in output mode big time. And also, I am the whole team right now. So receptivity is translating right into action. The receptivity that I am receiving is from source, it feels like. And again, same thing on this side. Feel free to make noise. You can hear me. I can't hear you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all the steps we've taken forward. Allow any trembles or shakes to happen. Wow, it's such an intense spot. Maybe this is a good opportunity for you to find super sensation and join me. Oh Lord. noticing the duality, the two sides of the body. This is a whole different experience from my right side. I don't know about you. About one more minute here. I receive love, I receive protection. Amazing. Wow. I might have to bleep out some of those noises. I just got into that. We're going to release that. And before we move on to rolling another part of the legs, we're going to stretch these here calves. So if you have knee stuff, anything that we're going to be doing sitting on our heels, always an option to sit a block between your butt and your heel. Stripping. With that being said, if you would like to have that support, go ahead and put it under your left butt, in between your left butt and your heel on whatever level feels supportive. If you don't need it, don't take it. And then that right leg is going to come forward. So you're going to stand onto your right foot, grabbing onto your shins so you kind of pull your foot under you a little bit. And then from here, we're going to inhale to lengthen the spine. And as you exhale, allow your upper body to just melt onto your right thigh. And you might have to adjust a little bit so that you can rest comfortably. And so your right armpit should kind of hook onto your knee a little bit. And letting gravity do the work here. The only real action that you're doing is slightly pressing down through your right heel to create kind of an opposite action for this stretch. Big inhales to create space. And exhales to let go. Wherever you've been going, you'll get there. You're right here, right now. Inhaling to create space. Let something go. Continuing to breathe deep and full. And allowing your exhales to allow gravity in to your upper body, melting onto your right thigh. We're going to take 3 more deep breaths here. Beautiful. Inhale to walk your hands back towards you. Lift your torso off of your thigh and then just tuck your right foot under. Switch your block if you need to. And then your left foot will come onto the ground. So same thing, grabbing onto your left shin a little bit to really tuck your foot underneath you. And then we'll take an inhale to lengthen the spine, create space. And as you exhale, melt your upper body onto your thigh. Hooking your left armpit onto your left knee. And actioning your left heel down to the ground as the weight of your torso wants to pull it up. Pouring love and gratitude over your calf muscles with every exhale. Thank you for walking me on this path. Thank you for guiding me in my steps forward. Three more big breaths. Amazing. Gently come up, walk your hands back towards you to lift your torso up. And then we're going to swing our legs around and make our way up the backs of the legs. Righteous. Grabbing a sip of water if you like. This is a lymphatic kind of practice, so drink water always. And we're going slow today. Okay, so we're moving to the hammies. Taking that foam roller, sliding it under your right upper thigh. And so the hamstring muscles, there's 3 muscles that make up the hamstrings. And if you feel in there first with your hands, you can kind of feel the iterations of those muscles. And so knowing that, we're going to groove around a little bit. And so our hamstring muscles aren't necessarily big keepers of emotion, but they are kind of like the bodyguard of our body. They are protector muscles in a big way. They've got our back, if you will, and they really play a major role in just keeping our whole structure upright and strong and protected. Whew. So I feel my inner thigh a little bit tight, but for me, this isn't super tight. Sometimes this can be incredibly sensational, but each muscle group is going to feel different. And sending your exhales into the sensation, whether it's a little or a lot. That's a reminder for me. And again, finding sticky spots. And if you do find a sticky spot, hang out there. Maybe roll slightly back and forth over that spot. And send big breaths, sounds if they're coming. out to pour love and light and juicy release to these muscles. Be here for about 1 more minute. Sending blood flow into these muscles that keep us standing so strong. Amazing. We're going to release and we'll switch sides. So sliding that roller just slightly over. Getting your left thigh onto the roller and then beginning to find your way. And this is a brain activity for sure. So doing this passively, like I'm talking right now because I'm guiding, but doing this in conversation or thinking about something else is going to have about 10% of the effect that can be had when we pour all focus and attention to our breath and the sensation and choosing release. So that being said, let's just breathe and move around the left hamstrings. Oh, thank you, hamstrings. About 30 more seconds here. Hoo-wee, Lord. Last few breaths here. And when you're ready, come on out. Bring that roller to the side and we're going to come down onto our back. How's the best way for me to do this? Maybe like this. Yeah. All right. So laying down on your back. And just hug your knees into your chest to start. Give yourself a hug. We're doing such good work with our sweet, sweet bodies. And then when you're ready, we're going to let the left leg go. You can either plant your left foot down. Try that first for stability in the pelvis. If you feel super stable there and you want a little bit more, you can extend your left leg long. But we're not looking to find the ultimate pose here. We're really looking for a place that you can go where it feels like you can relax and release. So I'm going to keep my left knee bent. And then with your right knee in your hands, just start to rock your right knee side to side. Maybe moving it around in circles, getting into the hip joint. And then when you're ready, we'll extend our right leg up to the sky. Holding on to the back of your leg somewhere that feels easeful and sensational. And sending your breath into that sensation right away here, and we'll roll out the ankle a few times. Full presence, reversing direction with your ankle. And then we'll flex the toes towards the knees like you're stamping your foot onto the ceiling above you. And then point your toes away from your knee. Ooh, flex and point and flex and point and maybe floint. You can't see my toes because I have socks on, but spread your toes. Press the ball of your foot to the ceiling. And then flex your toes towards your knee, and we'll hang out here. And if you feel like your body's asking for a little bit more, maybe you climb your hands up an inch. Maybe you stay exactly where you are. Imagining there's a waterfall running down the back of your leg, rinsing out any tension with every exhale. Allow any trembles or shakes to be as they are. And let your body know it's okay to let go. Amazing. We'll start to rock the leg side to side, gently, gently, gently. Maybe making the sways bigger and bigger. Maybe you find a sticky spot either to the left or to the right, and you hang out there for a few breaths. Staying present with the sensation, relaxing your shoulders, relaxing your forehead. Maybe relaxing your tongue from the roof of your mouth. And wherever you have paused, go in the opposite direction. So I was paused to the left. So I'm going to take my leg out to the right, either a little bit or a lot. Feel into what your body wants. Amazing. And then guiding your leg back up through center, taking a pause for a few breaths at center, feeling into what, if anything, is different from when we first arrived here. And then we will bend through the right knee, give your right knee a hug, left knee follows. Maybe roll around on your back a few times, give your organs a massage. And then release your right foot down, starting there, even if you straightened your leg on the other side. Finding hip stability and then moving your knee around to move around in that left hip socket. Maybe making circles in both directions. Maybe just moving side to side. And then as you're ready, extend your left leg long, holding on to the back of your left leg somewhere that feels sensational and easeful. And then once you find that place, begin to roll out your ankle, drawing big circles on the ceiling above you with your toes. Wholeheartedly present with your left leg. Reverse direction of your ankle circles. Beautiful. And then flex your toes towards your knee. Point your toes to the ceiling. Go back and forth here. Whew. And maybe floint for a moment, stamping the ball of your foot to the ceiling, spreading your toes. And then flex your toes to your knee. And settle into the stretch here. Maybe you walk your hands up an inch or two, maybe you don't. Feeling gravity ground your hips and your shoulders and your head down to the ground. Imagining tension draining away down and out of your leg. So this is stretching both the hamstring and the calf. Lots of our forward motion muscles. So as we stretch here, let these muscles know that it's okay to slow down. It's okay to rest. And then as you're ready, begin to rock your legs side to side. Gently. And then maybe finding a place that feels a little extra sticky and choosing to breathe with the sensation there. Relaxing your forehead, your shoulders, your jaw. And imagining a waterfall of cleansing relief washing through your leg. And as you're ready with your breath, begin to guide your leg in the opposite direction. So if your leg was slightly in towards the right like mine, you're going out to the left, and vice versa. If you were out to the left, you're going into the right. And as you're ready, guide your leg back to center. Taking a pause at center for a few breaths, flexing through your foot. Allowing any final shakes or tremors to release what is no longer serving you, what you need to let go of to walk forward on your path with more ease. Beautiful. And as you're ready, guide your left knee back into your chest. Your right knee comes in to follow, and give yourself a big hug. Maybe roll around a little bit. And then we're going to slowly make our way just onto our belly. Bringing the foam roller with you. So lit. Okay. So, I don't know about you, but I can feel this working on my system. We're going to move to the quads now. So the quads, we've entered in from the back because the quads can be a little bit more sensational. Our quads hold a freaking lot. They are big protector muscles. They're the muscles that we use to jump up to opportunity, but also the muscles that we use to stop and pivot and change direction. So much of our lives, motion in any and all directions, and our stuckness lives in the quads. So that being said, we're going to go in gently and gingerly. And also, please feel free to make noise. So with the foam roller kind of right in front of your right leg, so your left leg has space to go somewhere as we come down, we're going to come onto the roller like such. I can show you better than I can tell you, so take a look. And as we arrive here, my quads are very sensitive, so I'm kind of resisting. But get your left knee under you enough so that you can enter in gingerly. And we have four quad muscles. There's the rectus femoris, which is the big kahuna in the middle. Ooh, and there are 3 on either side. Hoo-wee. And right as I get in here, right up the middle is where I went into that rectus femoris, because it's connected all the way from our knee to our hip and holds so much and does so much for us. So we're going to take our time in these here quads. This might be where we finish today. So really going slow and doing your best to focus your rolling action towards your heart. So if you need to obviously roll backwards, you can, but kind of lift your weight off slightly. And the majority of your pressure is on that avenue back towards the heart. And you can feel into what it feels like to bend through the knee and straighten, and do this very, very gingerly. Listen to your body. She tells the truth. He tells the truth. And as we roll, mic check. This is hilarious to do this right here. Okay. As we roll here, without putting your logical mind on it, imagine letting go of weight that's holding you down. Imagine if you were carrying a bunch of sandbags that aren't yours to carry, that are impeding your ability to take your steps forward. Imagine with every exhale, you put one of those burdens, one of those sandbags down. Feeling into what has caused you to stagnate, maybe. And maybe giving the sensation a voice. Whew. Got about 2 more minutes here. Whew. This is the real masochistic muscle group for me. Whew, it hurts so good. Thank you, quads. Oh. 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 Oh, Lord. Oh. I'm doing this with you and on camera because right now this camera and you are serving as my body double to do something hard. And this is something that kind of freaking sucks to do alone. So maybe you'll be more motivated to do this challenging thing if you hear that I'm right here struggling, feeling with you. Getting curious for about 30 more seconds here. Whew. Oh my Lord. Oh, I think I found it. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, Lord. Now we're going to go to the other side when you're ready. These quads are talking. I'm going to grab a sip of water. Okay. Other side. This is going to be our last foam rolling muscle group for this session, but we'll be back. Oh, Lord. Okay, here we go. Coming into the left side gingerly with just as much curiosity as we came in, maybe even more. Why don't you? Maybe even more than what we came in with on the right. I'm going to position myself so if you need, you can actually see me. Feels hard right now. Okay. Blessings. Coming in gingerly and with deep breaths. And again, feeling into what it feels like to go in with a straight versus a bent knee, engaging those antagonist muscles of the hamstrings, changes the sensation a little bit.
Sending gratitude and appreciation to your quad muscles. For protecting you, carrying you forward. And allowing and helping you adapt to change. The quads are ginormous muscles. And they're the muscles that also hold our trust and our power. So what, if anything, in this sensation is something that's getting in the way of your power? Getting in the way of you trusting yourself? Thank you, body. Staying with this side for about 2 more minutes. Oh, Lord. Okay, I'm doing one more slow pass. How about you? Oh, you're safe to let go.
Brilliant. Coming off of the foam roller as you're ready. Oh, there's so much moving in me with this right now. Incredible. So we are going to finish with a little quad stretch here. So coming on to your belly, you can start by just laying your forehead onto your stacked hands. Taking a moment. And then from here, we're going to